Today's show is one topic and one topic only because it doesn't feel right to discuss anything but this. I don't have words to articulate the horror of watching Henry Nowak's body cam footage that just got released yesterday, June 1st. It's one of the most horrifying things I've ever seen. I'm angry. I'm heartbroken. I'm at a loss for words. We're going to play it. We're going to get into it. We're going to dissect it. I don't know where a nation goes from here. I don't know if you're not outraged by this. You haven't been paying attention. We're going to get into all of that and more. This is DayeTime. I am your host, Avery. In case you haven't been following the case, Henry Nowak was an 18-year-old university student in England. And in December 2025, he was walking home after a night out. His blood alcohol content was below the legal drink drive limit. So it's not like he was hammered looking for trouble or anything. But he happened to walk past a man named Vikrum Digwa, absolute scum of the earth, disgusting human being, waste of space. And Vikrum was carrying a Sikh ceremonial blade, which he used to stab Henry with 5 times, randomly. We have an image of the knife used. Henry tried to flee. He hopped over a fence and climbed over bins. The neighbors called the police, and when the police arrived, they handcuffed Henry because Vikrum Digwa told them that Henry was racist. They handcuffed Henry because Vikrum Digwa, the man who murdered Henry, said that Henry was racist and attacked him. And the police believed it. As he was bleeding out, we see on the body cam footage that he was pleading with the police. He said that he'd been stabbed, bleeding out. He couldn't breathe. He said he couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't breathe. You can see his body convulsing. It's horrific. The police ignored him. One of the police even said, "I don't think you have mate," in response to Henry being stabbed. They handcuffed Henry, read him his rights, said that he was under arrest for assault, an assault he didn't do, all because a minority group called him racist. And the police chose to believe him. Vikrum Digwa also stole Henry's phone because Henry was Snapchatting and caught some of the interaction. And by interaction, I mean murder. I want to be clear about that, murder. Vikrum Digwa's mother came and removed the knife from the murder scene. She was found guilty of assisting an offender. Yeah, because that's exactly what I think of when I think of a British national. It's the epitome of England, of an English mother. The deeper you go into this case, the worse it gets. Yesterday, June 1st, at Southampton Crown Court, Vikrum Digwa was sentenced to a minimum term of 21 years for the murder of 18-year-old University of Southampton student Henry Nowak. Digwa claimed self-defense, alleging that Nowak was drunk, which we know is not true, racially abused him, also not true, punched him, not true, knocked off his turban, not true. The jury rejected these claims as lies, as they should, because they were all lies that police chose to believe. Here is a statement from Henry's father outside of court following the sentencing.
I am Henry Nowak's father. To my left is my daughter Olivia Nowak, Henry's older sister, and to her left is Lucy Ross, Henry's Nowak's mother. The jury confirmed what we've always known. Henry's life was taken from him unlawfully, violently, and without justification. Henry was 18 years old. He was kind, ambitious, loved, and full of promise. He had his whole life ahead of him, a degree to finish, places to see, and a future to build. That future was stolen from him, and no verdict or sentence will ever give it back. Henry did nothing wrong. He was one of the kindest, friendliest, and most inclusive people you could ever hope to meet. He was amazing in every way. On the 3rd of December last year, Henry was walking home from a night out with his university football teammates when he encountered Vikrum Digwa, a man openly carrying a large knife on the streets of Britain. That knife was used to take Henry's life. He should have been safe walking home. Instead, he became another young life lost to the brutal reality of knife crime in this country.
This poor family. It is so heartbreaking. The fact the police have faced no real consequences, disgusting. The police need to be prosecuted. The trust the public has in the police in the UK, virtually gone. They've done nothing to protect the public. They're useless. Figureheads. At this point, they're a laughingstock. They continuing to allow the mass rape of women and children, and then they engaged in the cover-up. They're more concerned with the accusation of racism than they are about the kid bleeding out, dying, who's been stabbed. The police in the UK are arresting people for social media posts. They're not trained. They're a joke. They're a joke. And when you have the erosion of authority, when you see a society unable to enforce law and order and care more about protecting people's feelings, virtue signaling, these leftist ideas, when you see police prioritizing that, they're gone, falling, failing country, failing government. We do have the 999 call that Vikrum Digwa, his brother, made to police.
Police emergency.
Yeah, we just been attacked by someone racially. Yeah, that's right. He just attacked it, took it to start. Sorry? Huh? Sorry, we just got attacked racially by some white person.
Right, okay. Whereabouts are you?
We're on Belmont Road.
Just out in the street, are you?
Sorry?
You're just in the street?
Yeah, literally. I just parked up my car to come home and he's attacked my brother.
They've been attacked by some white guy. Racially. They've been racially attacked by some white guy. Notice how at the start of this story, it was about a racial attack, nothing physical. Knowing that Henry is bleeding out, knowing Henry has been stabbed. Absolute scum of the earth. These people don't deserve to be breathing, honestly. Death penalty, death sentence to Vikrum Digwa. The fact, too, that this has become a family affair of a cover-up is insane. Shows values, shows real stand-up values. And we're going to play the body cam footage. We're going to just play it in its entirety. So you can, it's so hard to watch. Watch it in full, and then we will dissect it.
My dad's holding it now. He keeps dropping side to side, so I'm just trying to keep him set up. He's got a mouth full of blood. I don't want him.
He was on the bin on the other side of this gate.
He's jumped over these fences and stuff like that. And he's up
Move
here.
away, mate.
He's obviously fallen from there and he slipped from there.
There's other shoes left over there, mate.
What's your name, mate? Huh? Has anyone been hurt other than him?
Yeah, me.
He's grabbed my brother. He's took my turban off. Started grabbing my head.
Are you injured?
Yeah, I've got swollen eye, little bruises.
Alright, just step back a little bit for me. Someone flag these down.
Got this stud.
Right, let's get you out of there, shall we?
I was in bed asleep. When they just find me up there, look, someone's attacked me.
I can't breathe.
Grab his other arm.
So I've just come running, we only live on St Denny's Road.
Right.
Come running around the corner.
What's happened to you, alright?
This stud.
You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? Don't think you have, mate.
Look, that's what, and then I'm like, you've got mouth full of, I want to keep you up.
Hand?
I can't breathe.
Put the hand in the cuff, mate.
Yeah. This is like numerous times this has happened to us. We've been walking, we parked literally there. Multiple times we've had people racist
90 foot.
nothing happens.
He's saying he's been stabbed, so
Where
let's
is it
just
you
check
think you've
him.
been stabbed? In the face? Oh no, but we have to check, don't we?
Right.
In the face?
Just get these back off, get their details and that, and I'll keep hold of him.
Should we
Right, keep you on your side, mate. You better retrieve then.
Say again.
Saying to him, keeping him on his side. We were sat up when we had him here, but he didn't like it. What's your name, mate? At the moment, you are under arrest. That's for assault, so you do not have to say anything. May harm in defence. If you do not mention when questioned, it's up to which you later rely in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence, alright? He's going to be sick, I think. I just want you to call it.
Yeah, we've got this male. He's
just
been beat up. Are we able to get an ambulance, please?
His pupils aren't even reacting.
Yeah.
My dad's holding it now. He keeps dropping side to side, so I'm just trying to keep him set up. He's got a mouth full of blood. I don't want him.
The first thing that is said when police come up is he keeps dropping and Henry has a mouthful of blood. So he can't sit up and he has a mouthful of blood. And they don't do anything. They don't react. They just say, all right. He can't sit up on his own and they're doing nothing. Why? What is wrong with these people? You can also hear Henry saying, I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. He was on the bin on the other side of this gate.
He's jumped over these fences and stuff like that.
And he's up
Move
here.
away, mate.
He's obviously he's fallen from there and he slipped from there.
His other shoe is left over there, mate.
What's your name, mate? Huh? Has anyone been hurt other than him?
Why is he concerned about if anyone else has been hurt other than him? What's your name, mate? He can't even answer his name and you don't care?
Yeah, me. He's grabbed my brother, he's took my turban off, started grabbing my head.
Are you injured?
Yeah, I've got swollen eye, little bruises.
Alright, just step back a little bit for me. Someone flag these down.
He's been injured. Liar, 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 pants on fire. What an absolute piece of shit. Yeah, he took off my turban. My eye's swollen. He doesn't have a swollen eye. What are you talking about? He's not the one on the ground bleeding out saying, I can't breathe. I've been stabbed with a mouthful of blood. Where are your priorities?
Someone flag these down.
Got this stud.
Right.
Oh, you can hear him go, ugh. And then I've been stabbed. How many times does he have to say I've been stabbed for someone to believe it? Actually, he has to die before someone believes it.
Let's get you out of there, shall we? Oh.
I was in bed asleep.
They drag his body. They drag him across gravel while he's bleeding out and has a mouthful of blood. And then watch this. We'll play it.
Grab his other arm.
You can see his body convulsing, like you can see his stomach. Clearly not doing well. And then they grab his other
What's
arm
happened to you?
after dragging him across gravel when he's saying, I can't breathe and has a mouthful of blood. Play.
What's happened to you, alright?
Been stabbed.
You've been stabbed? Whereabouts? Don't think you have, mate.
I don't think you have, mate. Because that officer chose to believe that he was racist because he was a white kid and someone from a minority group said so. Accused him of racism. So that officer made the choice to believe that Henry hadn't been stabbed because someone called him racist. How do we get here as a society? I know how. Leftist propaganda, demonizing the white guy, white man mad, bad, white man bad, white man bad.
And then you've got nothing. I'm going to keep you up.
Look at his hand. Oh.
Hand?
His hand.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Put the hand in the cuff, mate.
Yeah. This is like numerous times this has happened to us. You've been walking, you parked multiple times we've had people racistly attacked, nothing happened.
It makes me physically ill watching his hand. Someone made enhanced a still of his hand. How do you handcuff that hand? How? It's not reacting. He's pleading. He's saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I've been stabbed. He has blood coming out. Like, I cannot even. It's so hard to watch. It's so awful.
Multiple times we've had people racistly
90 foot.
attacked, nothing happened.
He's saying he's been stabbed, so
Where
let's
is it
just
you
check
think you've
him.
been stabbed? In the face?
In the face, because there's blood on his face. Why do you think there's blood coming out of his mouth? We'll play it.
Oh no, but we have to check, don't we?
You can see his stomach.
face?
You can see it.
Just
You can see
get
him
these back
dying.
Off, get their details on that, and I'll keep hold of him.
Please, brother, I can't breathe.
Should
No,
we
keep
get
you on your
this-
side, mate. You better retrieve then.
It's okay.
I'm saying to him, I'm keeping him on his side. We were sat up when we had him here, but he didn't like it.
He didn't like it. He didn't like it. Yeah, because he's dying. Yeah, that's why he didn't like it.
What's your name, mate? At the moment, you are under arrest, and that's for assault, so you do not have to say anything, may harm in defence. If you do not mention when questioned, it's up to which you later line of court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence, all right? It's going to be sick, I think.
Body moving. He's gonna be sick, I think. No, he's dying.
What's his name?
I just want you to call it.
Yeah, we've got this male. He's
Just-
been beat up. Are we able to get an ambulance, please?
His pupils aren't even reacting.
Yeah.
They handcuffed him, said he was under arrest for assault, something he didn't do. That's the last thing he heard. Henry did not die with dignity. He died being called a liar and a racist while handcuffed for something he didn't do. And the waste of space, Vikrum Digwa knew what he did and he watched it happen. He could have helped save Henry's life. Could have gotten him medical attention sooner. Keir Starmer was silent on this case. He bent the knee to George Floyd. Actually, we have a video of what he said after George Floyd.
Can I start by expressing shock and anger at the death of George Floyd? This has shone a light on racism and hatred experienced by many in the US and beyond. I'm surprised the Prime Minister hasn't said anything about this yet, but I do hope that next time he speaks to President Trump, he will convey to him the UK's abhorrence about his response to the events.
Wanker. Wanker. Beta. Wanker. Sorry. Could reverse that. He was silent. And I don't see white people killing or harming black people en masse. If you want to talk about who's hurting the black community, it's black on black crime, but no one ever wants to have that conversation on the left. This is the type of rhetoric, one that's rooted in lies, that has helped create the issue we're facing in the Western world today. Blame the white man, blame the white man, blame the white man bad. And it worked. It brainwashed people. Henry Nowak didn't receive medical help because of it, because people think this way. Keir Starmer didn't seem to care about Henry's life. He finally made a statement on X on June 1st after the sentencing. He writes, "This is an awful, shocking case. Henry's loved ones have gone through the trauma of a long trial and endured Henry's killer making up appalling claims about their son, who was thoughtful, kind, and deeply loved. It is right that the IOPC is investigating the police's response to this senseless murder. And we must end the cycle of tragedy by tackling the horror of knife crime. Replace the word knife with gun. It's the same argument. Henry's family, friends, his university, and the city of Southampton will continue to feel his loss. Our thoughts will always be with them. Bullshit. Keir Starmer doesn't care. This was a PR stunt. This was a PR move. I guarantee you he's more worried about the divide this is causing between the Brits, the natives, the people who built the country, whose ancestors fought, sacrificed, died fighting the country or building the country. Keir Starmer's sweating because they know, the leftist governments, the leftist politicians, they know it's all going to come to a head. It's going to collapse. People only have tolerance for so long. People can only tolerate the mass rape of their women and children and the cover-up of it for so long. People can only tolerate the murder of innocent young men because they're white or called racist for so long. The feeling of being unsafe in your own country, there's only so much people can take of that. The UK is at their breaking point. But these leftist politicians can't admit that their entire ideology is wrong, has been wrong, it's been a failure, it doesn't work. It's never worked. It's not working now. People have been mass raped and murdered. And at a certain point, the blood, the suffering, the trauma is on the hands of these leftist politicians who have allowed for this to happen and continually side with the invaders. The media outlets, they're not covering this story. They know they helped do this. Their rhetoric, their stupid rhetoric, their stupid policies that they've been pushing helped do this. Helped give police officers the confidence, the mindset to care more about a minority group, a man saying that he had been racially attacked. They cared more about that. I don't know where you go from here as a country. I really don't. I'm appalled. I'm horrified. I'm with so many other people that feel the same way. A country can only take so much. Henry's family, I don't know how this doesn't deeply move somebody. It's horrible. I hope the UK, I hope the Brits take back their country. There's an invasion. And people are suffering for it. Since I filmed, there's been a tweet that has gone viral that I think everybody needs to know. Some of the details here when discussing this case, it makes it even more horrific. The tweet is by an account at geek_Gareth. He writes, Henry Nowak's death is more horrific than you think. Henry was stabbed 11:30 p.m. Henry was not pronounced dead until 67 minutes later, 12:37 a.m. It gets worse. During this time, Digwa and his brother, who arrived shortly after the attack, it was his brother who phoned 999, not to phone an ambulance. He phoned police alleging Henry attacked them. It has been reported that there was some deliberation and delay before phoning 999, alleging Henry drunkenly attacked them. Henry was sober. His blood alcohol was below the drink-drive limit. Digwa's brother wanted to punish Henry. Exact quotes from the call read out in court at Southampton Crown Court, which we've heard. Quote, we just got attacked racially by some white person. He's physically attacked my brother. We're Sikhs. We wear a turban and he's attacked my brother. We're restraining him right now because he's just attacked my brother and took my brother's turban off. He also said he's verbally attacked my brother racially. I'm not having this as a regular occurrence. I live here. I'm not having this as a regular occurrence. He ain't fighting people. He's racially attacking people. That's what he's doing. Nah, he sees some brown people. That's what this is, end quote. They were restraining Henry until the police arrived. Digwa stole Henry's phone so he couldn't get help. When the police arrived, Digwa's father was holding Henry against a wall. His father said, quote, which we heard, "He keeps dropping down, so I am just trying to keep him up." There was also a visible blood trail, but it is unknown when officers first noticed it. Different sources described it when police entered the scene. Another was after Henry passed out. His mother removed the murder weapon from the scene. Police body cam footage was played in court, audio only, no video. Another source said a transcript was read. Henry says, "I am dying." Digwa replies, "You're not dying, bro." Approximately 10 minutes later, Henry says, "You stabbed me." Digwa denies it and accuses Nowak of recording him. Henry's final recorded words, quote, "Please, brother, I can't breathe." He passed out a few minutes later. Before the attack, Henry was recording a video of Digwa on his phone. It is a weird exchange. Henry is singing and yawning, then addressing Digwa. "In it, bad man. What a bad man. You're a bad man. Say you're a bad man. Go on." Digwa replied, "I'm a bad man." The footage ended shortly before the stabbing. Some critical details that haven't been released. The time the 999 call was made, the full 999 transcript, the time the police have arrived, the time an ambulance was called, an air ambulance flew in a doctor. I question the order of the stabbing. There's a lack of defensive wounds on Henry's arms and hands. Henry was sober. I believe Henry was stabbed in the groin and the back of the legs while he was trying to scale a fence and get away. You can't easily get to a man's groin area. There's a reason they're nicknamed the crown jewels. Also, stab wounds to that area can be catastrophic. The aorta and arteries to the legs, the largest in the body, flow through there, not to mention the nerve endings. The way they pinned Henry against a wall where he would be losing blood faster. Given what I have read so far, I don't understand why there haven't been charges against the brother and father. They were aware that Henry had been stabbed, but they continued to forcefully detain him, the very definition of false imprisonment. I'd argue it was sadistic torture. You can make the excuse of a single Sikh having mental health issues, they will, but that doesn't excuse the actions of Digwa's brother, mother, and father. The family murdered this boy. They did it together. Elon reposted it and writes, "All accessories to the murder must go to prison for a long time." Why are the brother and father free?